Welcome back to Learning How. Today we're learning about James Abbott McNeill Whistler. That's a mouthful. Whistler was born July 10th, 1834, and he died July 17th, 1903. Whistler was born in Lowell, Massachusetts. He is described as a moody child and that he was prone to fits of temper, and he often drifted off into periods of laziness after bouts of illness. So after he was sick, a lot of times I guess he was kind of lazy. But his parents discovered that drawing would settle him and that it helped also to focus his attention. So I guess this was kind of like his outlet and something he enjoyed. His family moved to different parts of Europe throughout his life. And this is also during the time when he deepened his love for art, because obviously a lot of the artists during this time came from Europe. So he was able to learn and to appreciate art during his previous life. Later, he attended West Point, but unfortunately he failed out. His grades were not good enough. He continued to pursue art, and then there was a period of time when he lived in Baltimore when he was the guest of a wealthy friend. So welcome to Baltimore, Mr. Whistler. And then finally he moved to Paris, where he never returned back to the United States. So he lived in Paris until his death. Whistler's paintings are called nocturnes, and you can see from looking at them that they are of pictures at nighttime. And so these are kind of interesting perspective on this artwork. A lot of times we see pictures that are painted of daytime, so you can appreciate the vibrant colors or the different things that are just going on in the foreground, midground, and background. So there's artists that focus on these different elements, but Whistler wanted to focus on the value of color. And so that's what we're going to touch on today. And so just take a quick second though, and I want you to see what these nocturnes look like, because once you see them, you'll be able to understand this principle that I'm talking about. So today for Learning How, like I said, we are going to be focusing on the element of design called value. So there's going to be a little exercise that we're able to work on to understand the concept of value. And so since I'm in my car, I really can't show you that at the moment as an example. But when we do class, it'll be easy and we can work through this together. But basically, I'm just going to tell you verbally what we're going to do. So value is, let me get my paper. It is the lightness or darkness of a color. So when you add white, that's called a tint. When you add black to the color, it's called shade. So let's take an example. If you were to take the color red and you add white to it, what color do you get? Pink. And if you were to take red and you add black to it, what color would you get? Burgundy, so like a dark red. So you can see in Whistler's paintings, he used blue most of the time because he's trying to make it look like it's nighttime, and at nighttime, I guess a lot of times it looks like it's dark and it's blue. And so he used a lot of blue in his pictures. And so when he wanted to show that it was like really dark at nighttime out, he used more black. So he used a darker, sorry, I forgot my selfie stick, so I'm trying to do all this with one hand. So that was his shade. And so he used a lot of this. But when there's one picture that is called the Nocturne in blue and silver Chelsea, and that one looks like a beginning of a sunset, and so, or it looks like maybe like fog over the city. So either one, I can't quite tell, but you can see that it has a little bit more of white in it, so it has a lighter tint, and so you put white with it. So we are able to experiment with our own value of color, where we can add white and we can add black to show the different values of one color, how one color can really have a whole variety of colors. So you're gonna be able to select one color, and then we're gonna be able to make our own color values in class.